This is today's AEW Dynamite full show results video, and the show started with a tag team match between Action Andretti and Absolute Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara, and the result of this match was Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara defeated Action Andretti and Absolute Ricky Starks by pinfall with GTH from Sammy Guevara on Action Andretti. Then we saw a match between Buddy Matthews versus Darby Allin for the AEW TNT Championship, and the result of this match was Darby Allin defeated Buddy Matthews by pinfall with the coffin drop, retaining the AEW TNT Championship. Post-match, Tony Schiavone interviews Darby Allin and talks up his recent victories, but Samoa Joe interrupts on the Tron before any answers are forthcoming. Joe says in times of old, theft was punished by cutting off a hand, but in the kingdom of the true king of television, he'll be punished by having everything stolen from him, and he's coming back for what is his, and he will not be usurped. Darby will learn that winning that title is the greatest mistake of his career, so speaks the king. The next match happened between Jungle Hook versus All Ego Ethan Page and Matt Hardy, and the result of this match was Jungle Hook won the match by submission with snare trap from Jack Perry on Ethan Page. Then we cut to the acclaimed Daddy Ass and the Ass Boys in Family Therapy, and after some arguments, Daddy Ass asks Ass Boys what they want, what will make them happy, and they say they want the title belts and they leave. Back from the commercial, Renee Paquette interviews Hangman Adam Page backstage, and he said next week they're in Dayton, so he wants to knock Mox out in Ohio. Wheeler Yuta rolls up and says John will be ready next week and accepts his challenge, and Adam asks why he thinks what happened to John won't happen to him too, and says he'll see him on Friday. The next match happened between Brian Cage versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson, and the result of this match was Bryan Danielson defeated Brian Cage by pinfall with a folding press. Post-match, Cage lays Danielson out with Weapon X, and then MJF also came, and both start attack on Bryan Danielson, and then comes Konosuke Takeshita, and saves Bryan Danielson. Then we saw a match between Ruby Soho versus Toni Storm, and the result of this match was Ruby Soho defeated Toni Storm by pinfall with Destination Unknown. Then MJF cuts a promo, and he said he got Timothy Thatcher, and he will wrestle against Bryan Danielson next week. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe, and the result of this match was Mark Briscoe defeated Jay Lethal by pinfall with the Jay Driller. Post-match, the roster empties onto the stage to celebrate the life of Jay Briscoe, and the show goes off air.